Brian got off of the 39 bus at 10th and Susquehanna, and just like always his number one homie Mon was right there waiting for him. Mon noticed that Brian's clothes were wrinkled like he'd been in a fight. "What the fuck happened to you? Had to fuck some nut-ass nigga up after school today." Man shrugged, and him and Brian headed to the corner store to steal a few snacks. When they came out of the store, Mon couldn't wait to share his good news with Brian. "I Bird, guess what school I'm going to next year?" Brian was called Bird by all of his close friends and family because he'd always had a love for pigeons ever since he was small, but the meaning of his nickname would change later on in life. "You going to Edison, right?" Mon shook his head and smiled. "Nope, I'm going to Dobbins." Dobbins was one of the top vocational schools in North Philly at the time. Most people wanted to go to Dobbins because of the many shops and programs they had. Dobbins didn't accept just anyone though, you needed good grades to get accepted. Brian was surprised that someone like Mon had got accepted. "Dobbins? How the fuck that happen?" "I took the test last year. I ain't tell nobody because I thought that I was going to fail, but it looks like I'm AB headed to Dobbins in September and they got all the bitches." Deep down inside, Brian was jealous. He knew that he would have easily got into Dobbins if he had just taken the test like he knew he should have. He had no one to blame but himself. One thing he knew for sure though was that there was no way in hell that he would even consider going to Edison now. The only reason he even wanted to go there in the first place was because he assumed that was where his ace would be going. Mon's getting accepted to Dobbins made Brian's choice of which high school he wanted to attend in the fall a very easy one now. He was definitely going to put his best foot forward when he went to interview at Bach.